I mean, it was definitely goofy. They eat the principal, but they don't get in. There's no blood in anything.
Yeah.
Like you almost kind of go like the same thing I would say to someone's like, if you can't afford to leave a tip, you can't afford to go out to eat.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to cover these kids in blood, then you can't have them eat a man.
I feel like they had a really strong idea of what this show needed to be. And so the pilot was really strong. I think they really knew that they needed to get people back for season 2, and they delivered. I thought this was a really tight episode and a great season 1 finale.
Yeah, went all out. My favorite episode of the season.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, when we watched episode 7, if I was just watching this on like flip past it back when you could just flip past TV, you didn't have to stream everything on demand. And I saw even a glimpse of this, I would have been sucked in, sat on the couch, watched the rest of the thing. It was that good.
It was great.
It seems like the perfect time to just give out our season 1 report card.
Oh, we're doing that first.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just start here. So we went through and graded every episode of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just go down the list in order and compare and contrast. Let me know when you're ready.
Yep. Give me 1 second. It's easier to look on my phone because I can see all the letter grades. Okay.
All right. Episode 1, Welcome to the Hellmouth, a.k.a. Welcome to the Kool-Aid Mouth.
I gave that an A-.
I gave it an A.
For a pilot, I thought it was
a really strong pilot.
Pilots are really tough.
Pilots are often hard. I feel like this one really delivered. It set up so many things that would come to fruition. Sometimes would take years to come to fruition, but they really did a good job of establishing the world, the tone, characters. The Harvest.
D
as well. That with double D.
Yeah.
The Witch.
B-.
I gave it a B.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm grading a little less harshly than you, but
I mean, that checks out.
Yeah, no, that was a fun episode. It was spooky. It was good to put that so early because if it had been 5 or 6, 7 episodes of just vampire shit,
right,
then you tried to change it up. This told the audience right away,
we're going to do some other stuff.
Lots of other things. Yeah. And I think that they succeeded there.
For the rest of them, let's say our grades at the same time.
Okay. So episode 4, The Many Loves of Dr. Mantis Toboggan, aka Teacher's Pet,
D-.
B-.
Teacher's Pet?
I don't know. I remember enjoying it more than I expected to.
Fair. I think it's just a little too goofy.
It is pretty goofy.
Me.
No, I think you're right. I think I'm not maybe being harsh enough. Okay. Episode 5, Never Kill a Boy on the First Date.
C+. Oh, okay.
I hated that one. I thought it was so boring.
Yeah.
And
why did I give it a C+?
We got this whole bit where Owen is Buffy. It's like you're two different people.
Yeah.
Like, none of it made any sense.
You know what? You
don't stand by your grade?
I don't stand by my grade. Okay. What did you give it?
I give it a D+.
I'm going D+ too.
Okay. Episode 6, Hyenas Are Back, aka The Pack.
C+. Weird.
We swapped them.
Yeah, we switched.
I think that
D+ I stand by. The plus is for Xander's performance.
Yes.
The rest of the
Jim,
God, he dropped a full letter grade. It just, I don't know. I think the episodes that work in season 1 are the vampire lore ones.
The big story, the season long arc.
I don't think that they've figured out the monster of the week yet.
I thought though, as a metaphor for peer pressure,
sure.
I thought there was good stuff in there. I mean, it was definitely goofy. They eat the principal, but they don't get in. There's no blood in anything.
Yeah.
Like you almost kind of go like the same thing I would say to someone's like, if you can't afford to leave a tip, you can't afford to go out to eat.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to cover these kids in blood, then you can't have them eat a man.
Yeah.
So that's, that's my words of wisdom there. Okay. Episode 7, Angel. A+.
I was comparing it to episodes I liked better.
Okay. I think I'm containing this to season 1. I'm comparing season 1 against itself.
No, I'm comparing it against itself. That was the highest grade other than the pilot and the finale.
Okay.
To be fair. So
interesting. Okay. Yeah. No, that was the first one all season that felt like felt like Buffy to me.
Yeah.
Number 8, I, Robot You, Jane.
C+.
B.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah.
I thought it was definitely again goofy. And I know that you talked about how Buffy seemed too depowered in the final fight.
Yeah.
But all of the really prescient internet stuff,
Yeah.
kid committing suicide because of the internet,
Yeah.
all of that just felt like it really resonated. They weren't afraid to go there.
Yeah.
So I gave them points for that.
I think that's fair. That's where my plus comes in.
Number 9, The Puppet Show.
B.
A lot of my complaints this season up to that point were that there weren't enough twists and turns.
And that was a twisty.
And that was a good twist. Although the witch had a good twist as well.
Yeah.
But then there was stuff where there was not twists.
Yeah.
And this one was a good pretzel for me. So number 10, Nightmares.
D minus. Yeah.
That was the worst one for me.
Yeah.
Nothing about it worked.
Yeah.
Nothing about it made sense. Number 11, Out of Mind, Out of Sight.
A. Yeah.
I thought it was the best use of the horrors of high school personified by classic movie monsters.
I was annoyed that we never understood what dance coronation was happening.
That plagues
I know
that
that's so
episode
stupid,
and this one.
I know that's
I couldn't track it.
It just
What was is
just create another mechanism.
Is any of this prom?
Yeah.
And if it is, when did it happen? Which episode is it? Do they really have 2 dances back-to-back weeks? I don't know. And then Prophecy Girl. Let's go ahead and grade it now. This is part of our quick takes.
A minus. Yeah.
I loved it. It was my favorite episode of the season.
Yeah. I really, really liked it.
All right. So we've done the spell.
I think that my minus was just because, like, I don't know that the Master is like my favorite big bad.
Yeah, no, he was,
and the Anointed one.
The Anointed,
also,
yeah. So,
I was just like, eh.
Yeah, if we're gonna go with the bad quickly, the Anointed was such a letdown. Did nothing because I thought when they first talked about him in episode 5, he was supposed to be a warrior,
right?
And then the subversion was, oh, it's just a little kid. It's not who we expect. It's not that big hulking dude. But then they do nothing with him all season. And then when he finally does a thing, we could have left the Anointed out of the entire show and it wouldn't have hurt a thing.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it.
So let's just get into it.